It's been a while since I recorded my video on this, and I figured finally it's time to revisit it. With this vacuum cleaner, I've used it like 3 times, not any problems with it. I managed to reassemble it correctly so it wasn't losing suction or anything. There wasn't really any leaks through the air part, which is great. And that's what you really want with a vacuum cleaner. Anyway, today I'm going to fix the nagging part for me, and that is replacing this. Well, these. Now, I have the original here that I cut out, and this is the replacement one that I got for it. However, after going to a local electronics store other than Jcar, I found this, which, if you'll notice, almost identical. So, great. Now, first I'm going to disassemble, because I've got this disassembled, sorry, I'm going to be able to get easy access to the switch. But just remember that if you are watching this in Australia, you're best to have, what's it called again? There are courses for handling this sort of thing, and you do sort of need to be an electrician to work on this sort of stuff. Plus, if you're doing this for a business or anything else, even in the home, really, you should be a qualified electrician, and you should have a pat tester, which just checks to make sure that there's no fault in the circuit or the appliance. Anyway, I'm going to take this up. So with that safety stuff covered, I'm going to get to this part, which is just lifting this out. So there's a little tab here, and I can unplug you. Alright, I don't like the look of that, so I'm going to cut that brown cable. Oops. There we go. Wow, that has actually held on there a lot harder than I thought it would be. Yowza! I'm going to get some pliers. Oh, that is original. No, it's not. So that's the one I need to replace as well. That's kind of weird. Oops. Oh, hang on, they're both connected. Alright, so that was on a lot harder than I thought it was. Okay. Wow, so my initial one was way better than I thought it was. Okay. Nevertheless, So by looking at this one, no, that is a different type. It's actually anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut it so it's just this, like here. You see that? Alright, so I've got it twisted. Oops. Alright, so I've got that in place, and I should be able to crimp that. Oh, I am definitely doing this wrong. Well, that's not coming loose. Now, what I need to do is close these over. Well, I am not good at appliance repair, that's for damn sure. Yeesh. Yeah, this is why you need to invest in proper crimps. Ooh, that is not good. Alright, so that is held in correctly. And what it should mean, oops, okay, now I should be able to slot this in. Perfect. And that can connect onto here, like so. That looks more original, even though I did it haphazardly. Yay, congratulations on me. And then I just simply reinsert that, and she's in place. Don't tell anyone. And now for this one. Oof. Yeah, I'm really not happy with what I did here. Snippy, snippy. And I'll just grab another one of these. Now I'm feeling a little more confident with what I'm doing. So I'm going to cut off that stress mark that I'm not happy about. I don't know if you can see it, but it's sort of like a little bit of white. Snip. Oops. There's the cutters. A little bit more. I hate doing this. Better. Now looking at it, I'm pretty sure that's too much. Nevertheless, solder in. Perfect. A little bit more than what it should be, but whatever. Now, if I flip this upside down, ooh, that just doesn't look right. Close these in and over. No, that's not going to work. Alright, so back to here, and so I'm not pulling on it. Yeah, this is really not the way of doing it. It's a little stronger though. Yeah, I need a proper clamp for this. Proper clamping tool. So now that should just slide in comfortably. You know, I got a feeling that these wires are supposed to sit in here like that. Yeah. Anyway. I'll be honest, even though I definitely screwed that up, I'm a little bit more happier with that now. Great. So, first, let's make sure these wires are down and locked in as they should be. There. Ooh, that definitely got mangled in there. Which it should be. Reposition a few things. Now, there are two things I'll say. Either one, I had no idea what I was doing, or two, I don't have the right crimper for what I'm working with. Nevertheless, that will hopefully remain in place. Hopefully those won't get cut up, and hopefully that will remain tight. I don't like how that's sitting. Right, it's supposed to go down into the cavity. Right. Oh, that feels better. Yep. All right. That's a bit of a how you doing, but hopefully that will now hold properly. I'll be honest, even though I sort of mangled the crimp part, it's definitely a lot better than what I was using before, where it's just like these... there's only something to grab onto for the actual wire itself, the conductor, but not the outer sheathing like on this one here. And as you can see on here, it hasn't actually protruded out, but it's more clamped around it. So one of these is going to be... Was it this one that I mangled up? Oof, that's not good. Yeah, I think it's the capacitor one. Hold on. I need a small screwdriver. Yeah, I should redo this one. I'm not happy with it. All right. Okay, that's in there. Actually, if I recall, I'm supposed to flick it over like that. Line it up and yeah, that looks a lot better. Oof, I like that one. I really like that one. Now I crimp these over a little. Now if I look at the bottom of this one, yeah, it looks like the crimp's gone on the top. Yeah. And good. Okay, I'm much happier with that one now. There it is. Yeah, it's still a complete mess, but it's holding onto the outer casing, which is what I want. So I can slip that in. Alright, I'm much happier with that second one. Well, the starting capacitor. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't do this professionally. Well, actually no. The right tools and a bit of experience, I'll be good. Alright, so I'm going to stop this and reassemble the vacuum cleaner and show you the end result. Ooh, and before I go, I'm putting the ferrite bead over the little notch here. I should probably also mention that when reassembling it, make sure to take the knob off. You should be able to get like a small flathead screwdriver in there and pop it off. Yee. Alright, so here I am with the final test of this machine. So when reassembling it, I will give a bit of a tip, but this front area here will have sort of like suction, so it's best to sort of make sure that this is closed up correctly. Pay close attention to the orientation of the motor when you disassemble the machine, because there are keys that have to slot together, and if they don't, it won't reassemble correctly. And make sure when you go around here that the seam is perfectly closed up, otherwise it could cause some leakage. So let's ask the question, is it going to blow up or is it going to work? Despite my little panic episodes, I'm pretty sure this one should be fine and be perfectly safe to put back into service. Hopefully. Anywho, yibbity yibbida.